Hello there everyone, welcome to match 4 of Chosen of the Gods 6K 2v2 tournament. I'm joined by Snipes here.
Good afternoon.
And right now we're watching a battle between BC Castaways and Team Fear No Evil. Oh my god, I can't even speak. We're heading in here to the battle. We're playing on Gold Rush. It's a new map made by Cal, relatively new. I'm quite excited to see how both these teams handle it. One thing we've noticed is that neither of these teams are taking advantage of the no ship limits mod, it seems. So we're going to have less than 20 ships on both sides. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. Immediately getting into it, we're going to take a look at Abraxas here from Team Fear No Evil playing on ANS. And we have a 450 Axford with just a generic PD setup, stone walls, defenders. Internals look fine. We got another one. And, oh, then we have a beam 250 with a disco ball in the back, yeah. So this is just going to be probably pushing onto this E point here and just trying to use maybe get into behind this lip. Then we have a...
One thing to note, Vastol, on Abraxas' second CH, Night Watch, it is running E-War, Hang Up, and Blanket.
Oh, so it is. Okay, that's interesting. We head over to this Beam Destroyer. It's going to be just a goalie, I assume, for the B point. It is running a Masquerade. Okay, what? How do you tell which one it's disguised as? I can never figure that out. Whenever you're spectating. Then we've got one last Sprinter, just a naked cap shuttle going to the C point, I assume. Heading over to Gamma, we've got one key Vauxhall here with Site 3 hybrids in the back. Pretty generic. DC Central, blah blah blah. Okay, then we follow up with... This seems like a duplicate of the same Vauxhall, yeah. And then we have normal 5-gun Vauxhall with nothing in the back.
Securing zone dagger.
And we're also fielding some Mark 64-62 Sprinters with Bullseye and a VLS-1. Do they have any AMMs? 9 active decoys. That's that's an expensive Sprinter. Then they've got a friend here of a double Aurora, double missile programming buses with a VLS-3 with... Okay, that's a bold choice. I guess they want to get all those missiles out really quick. We have some more escorts here with blankets. Yeah,
so Gamma Railgun's third CL, the Justice Thunder's Condemnation, has full rebound max.
Oh, so it does. I did miss that. How many rapid cycle credits do they have?
None.
None. Okay. Probably you want to have at least like 1 or 2 if you're going to be.
Another thing that's interesting is that I think this Vox pairing is to be run like together, because one of the Voxes has a support Sprinter with only blankets, the other one has only hang-ups, which actually could be pretty damn devastating against tight-knit monitor balls.
Yeah. Finishing up with ANS there, we're going to head over to take a look at BC Castaways. We got a Cello being used by Trash here. Got Auroras on it, got a Disco Ball, got a backup CR70. Not a terrible idea, but the Cello does have a CR10 and a CR75 already. Yeah, just a basic Ocello there. Then it's flanked by a bunch of monitors. Monitors have been very popular recently, so it's good to see at least one team bringing out more. We haven't seen as many as we were expecting in the tournament. And this fleet consists of, yeah, 7 more of those. They're armed with T-30s, plasma guns, plasma cannons, and C-90s on each of them. Internals seem to be pretty standard. Moving over to Robin here, got some 450 broadsides. They're already opening up here on the Vauxhalls, it looks like.
The enemy is securing
clips. Nope, they do have a Bloodhound track, so the track body is probably decent enough to get some hits here.
Gamma's not counter-jamming yet.
Yes. Oh, the Vauxhall's starting to take quite a few hits here from 450 high explosive.
There we go. Jammer's on. And hang-ups. That thing's not shooting anymore. Nope, shouldn't be. Well, it's reloading.
Continuing on, yeah, it's double 450 broadside liners here. The standard yard drives on them, it looks like, or chi drives, sorry, along with 2 gun plotting centers. That's interesting. I wouldn't put 2 gun plotting centers in a bulk freighter personally. I guess they want that accuracy. Intel center, Intel, EWR, Bloodhound, so CIA monitor. We got some interesting way to do an MMT here. C53 instead of a C30 there. Huntresses, yep, everything there seems to be normal. So 2 of those. Jammers on the top. Another one. And another one. And another one. Number 1. Okay, so that's quite a few of those tugs. One is getting chewed apart here right now by the Vauxhalls pushing, controlling this open space, but failing to stop the E-point cap.
You can see what the E-War is doing, degrading the track accuracy here of the bulk liners. All those 450 rounds pretty much missing against the CL.
The enemy is securing zone.
Yeah, I mean they managed to get a good few starting hits on this CL, but all they really did was kill the Burfing. That's all. If you're worried about losing a Burfing, then I don't know what else you could be worried about.
It's also very interesting that neither team opted for the A, like the Thunderdome that's at A. In the very beginning, you could have a cool little cap war.
Yeah, both sides just completely ignored it.
Yeah.
Quite slow to getting to some of the caps here. Like C is only now being capped by Fear No Evil, and they do possess quite a big.
Oh, beams out.
Oh, let's take a look.
Onto the MMT.
Oh yes, of course.
B shorted and dead.
Hopefully they don't leave it on B short for too long. Yep, there we go. They turned it off. Otherwise, beam health would have been eaten into unnecessarily.
The enemy secured zone Comet.
Highball's Voxes presenting
Highball?
broadside to the or it's not Highball. Gamma Railgun Voxes turning broadside to the 450s here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I don't know. Well, we can't unfortunately see if there's any hold heading orders being given, but that's a bit of a strange one. They give a roll order? I think that might have been it.
Yeah.
Still firing at this dead tug, which is, I guess, because they're managing. Well, they're not managing that many ships, but the micro does get to you eventually, where you forget to turn off things. We do have a tug going for the A point, slowly making its way over there.
Yep. Realizing that neither team went for it, I think Team 2 is gonna make a play for it. Although it's gonna get RPF to hell here, and also 2 extras just standing by center of the map. Although they're not going to be in range to cover this, they're moving to go fight the Death Ball, and if the tug gets out of range of this one Greedford, it might be able to cap it. There's nothing stopping it. It's got Sun Drive. Oof. What's the range? 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers, 5.5.
One thing I've noticed is that both teams, like, besides ANS is being a little bit aggressive on the east side, but mostly they're kind of just staring at each other for the most part. Some shooting going on here, but all of this is just going to miss. Well, I say that they did knock out a gun plotting center. Oh no. Both sides don't really want to charge into anything just yet.
No, they're playing very conservatively.
Well, I say that, but then on the right side here, from ANS spawn, Gamma Railgun here is charging forward with one of these Vauxhalls after one of the monitors.
I think Gamma Railgun might have... Let's see. I think they might have realized that OSP's deathballing almost 9k worth of their points on the E point.
Mm-hmm.
And realizing that, they can now push this flank pretty much unopposed, besides these light assets.
Sadly, firing high explosive at this monitor right now, so it's all just gonna...
I think they think it's a
tugboat.
A tug.
Yeah. The tugboat failed to get to the A point, speaking of tugs. Very sad. Though, it looks like... Oh, they do have one more tugboat that's climbing to the top of... well, not the top of the map, but the highest rock, at least. But I don't really know what else they can achieve from putting it here, because there's not really any space they can... What do you think?
The tug going above A could be there to help deny it, assuming that they think that something's about to come to go cap it, and they are correct. They see the sprinter right now diving onto the A point. Whether or not they actually do deny it, I guess we're about to find out. OSB cannot themselves go onto A. They have the Vox pair overwatching it along with the Greedford, and the Axefords are just kind of hovering nearby it as well. Although this Greedford might get punished if it gets rolled up on by this whole MN Acela ball.
Yeah, right now the shuttle, I mean the sprinter trying to get onto the E point is just, getting sent to the Shadow Realm. A lot of bombshell, a lot of 100 mil, some plasma even if you want to add that in there.
Yeah, that's a bold cap.
Oh, we got some Heck P coming in there. I think that was on top of the CIA monitor, almost knocking it out. But I mean, all that's left is a CIC and a drive. It's worth nothing now at this stage. We've got a tugboat heading towards the D point, trying to defend it, but it's not going to do much against this Vastol. They got to change the jamming target to the tugboat.
Misses out on A, heading for the cap sprinter.
Yep.
What kind of missiles? ARAD Act.
ARAD Act. Let's see. Do they remember to turn off the radar? Yes, they did turn off the radar. They
going to miss.
Might get this. Well, this tugboat is going to keep trying to get itself onto the ACAP, trying to deny this. But it looks like ANS is going to get the ACAP.
So unfortunately for the tugboat, it tasked the MLS launchers to fire the missiles, but did not task the gun.
I see. Oh, is the gun? The gun is still not firing. That's a bit of a misplay.
It is. He is locked onto it though. Actually, he might deny it just by virtue of being.
Close.
It's gonna be really close.
Firing more missiles.
They don't have it. There we go. Guns firing.
ACAP goes to Fear No Evil. Missiles missing again. ANS should be able to start putting some fire. Oh, no, they're not paying attention to the ACAP right now.
Yeah, I think they're occupied
dealing with
by
this huge fight that's developing now. All the monitors pushing forward with the Acela. We've got the Vauxhalls, we've got the Axfords, and we got this Beamaxer getting ready to... Probably already did it fight already? No, it doesn't look like it. No, it did. It fired its beam there for a second. Probably at the Acela because it's the one that's most damaged here.
Alright, so this is when I mentioned about the hang-up earlier, so this is actually what's screwing this ball right now. If you look at the fire orders, none of them are actually tasked. Or, like, most of them are untasked.
Yeah, all these monitors are sitting here.
Because I think he has his primary formation lead onto the Acela, which can't see anything, he can't order the rest of the formation to fire. Unless he chooses a new lead that could see the target.
Oh yeah, this Acela is just getting mauled. Multiple different directions, getting hit with 250 AP, 450 AP. A lot of the monitors are still tasked on this Axford that's behind the rock, so they're just not shooting anything valuable.
Because I think that's the only one they could see, whereas technically the box pair is tracked. It's not tracked by the Acela. And that's a lot of... Well, actually the jamming stopped, the hang-up's still on. So they could probably see now, but they just won't be able to share tracks.
The beam Axford pushing out now, it's getting into these liners. Ooh, but it looks like it might have hit the rock or something. No, it didn't hit the rock, it just... What's going on? Oh, maybe they gave a hold heading order at the target, and so then the ship rotated against the beam.
Where's the B shore? Or probably bearing to target?
Currently not battle shorting on that beam, no.
Well,
getting decent hits on the front section of this liner, I guess, with the 250, but that's more of just like ankle biting.
Quad 120s is decently high DPS, but you need that beam on target to really punch these down. The
Acela here, it's lost its last restore. It's only down to a CIC. It can't. This Acela was cooked. They're just gonna wait for the siren. I'm guessing, and that's just gonna keep laying away. But they do have these 450 Axfords are getting quite badly mauled now by plasma, by C90s that are able to finally look at them. They've got a lock, and yeah, no, they are taking quite significant damage here.
Blankets are on, but no hang-up, so they're probably being tracked by the CIA monitor here.
Still no battle. Oh, there we go. The beam is firing away here on the liner straight into the drive, and the reactor's out, and the drive's out. Ooh, very
Did I get cooked?
almost getting cooked on the axe for a slight little bit of cooking. Like, just on the grill for 5 seconds, you know? Yeah, a lot more fire going into this
There we
liner
go.
here.
Box pair swinging out. They're focusing fire with the Greedford. This liner's gonna go down real quick.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the 450 Axford, at least one of them, Fool's Alibi here, is taking quite significant damage. The C90s are doing a number on them, along with the Plasma now shredding the armor enough that 100 mil, you know, penetrates as well. So this one's probably going to have to at least walk away from it. The other one's still in perfect condition, however. Beam Axford continuing to beam away. Hitting not the best spot. Sadly, they didn't have anything important there. The DC locker is... Large DC locker is valuable, but you want to be killing stuff like... Oh, there we go. One of the liners is knocked out.
Quick side note, Team 2 does recap A after killing the... Actually, yeah, after killing the spinner.
Yeah, but
another spinner's coming onto A.
It's another naked one as well.
Yeah, that won't be able to cap it.
It can't contest it, however, because it doesn't even have a VLS-1. Oh, no, it does. It's on the
Actually, it will contest. It will contest because the tug is no power.
Oh, but then it still wouldn't go in the favor of the sprinter, though, because it has no offensive ability.
Oh, there's no arming missile?
There's no arming missile in the VLS-1, no.
Okay.
Oh, the...
OSP will probably lose D, though.
Beam Axford has charged out a little bit too much into the open here, it looks like, and is getting hit in the side by the monitors.
Oh.
Beam is probably going to get knocked out any second.
Yeah, it's also not an arc yet.
OSP could maybe turn this around. I mean, ANS is now taking the D point. The C, there's nothing anywhere near C. It's left completely barren and open.
Yeah, this one lone Vox squadron on the C side of the map basically swept over and cleared everything out.
Surprisingly underwhelming amount of damage so far on this beam Axford. I was really expecting them to be able to knock out that beam much faster.
Not a lot of plasma yet on it. Still having to rely on AP and just the HESH, so HAC is not being applied.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real big damage boost.
This, the CIA monitor from Robin's fleet, unfortunately not looking in the right direction or even being used. The jammer's being turned on at least. Nope, not the jammer, the early warning radar.
I think he's a little occupied as his liners are getting chewed up right now.
Mm-hmm.
And is he also running the... Yes, he's also running the dispersed cap assets.
Yeah, no, that liner just took a massive amount of damage from the burst there. And it's lost all of its DC, well, almost all of its DC teams besides the DC complex. It's about to restore a pinpoint, and now it can't fix anything. That is a shame. That's that liner dead. Beam Axford now on aux steering because the CIC has been knocked out. A little bit too far forward with the CIC there.
Monitors are actually all in pretty much pristine condition here, though.
Yeah,
but they're losing the rest of the map here.
Yeah, all ANS has to do, Fear No Evil has to do, is just keep them kind of in this corner of the map. Just control everything else. The monitor ball will either have to split up, or they'll have to try and bowling ball one direction. So what you do then is just walk away from it. You're faster than them. So you do ring around the rosies, and the cap that the monitors had to leave, you can then just take. If they split up, then you just attack them piecemeal.
Yeah, at this point, OSP has to keep all their assets together to just survive and at least fight back, whereas I think ANS has just completely dominated the cap war here.
Yeah, they did. OSP did have a cap lead for a while, but that was more just because ANS was taking a while to get around and doing what they were looking
ANS
to do.
played it very conservative, so they slowly inched forward, and they kept pretty much all their cap assets alive, besides maybe throwing away one shuttle on E, and on A as well. But those were all pretty much naked.
Oh, we got some Heck Peas incoming here. Ooh. Pretty decent hits, knocked out the magazine. That's what you always want to see.
Second one also took out the drive and reactor. And large storage. Holy cow, these are really Gucci monitors.
Good work with those Heck Pea hits. Oh, I'm surprised that we didn't see any grazers. Grazers are a very good thing to put on these monitor balls because, like, you know, now that Heck Pea is kind of what the answer is to these things. You want to kill those expensive missiles, and a grazer is how you do that.
Very fair. Although those were also decoyed, so would have been a lot harder to stop. This Axford, the beam Greedford, is about to go down here. Actually, in a minute 30, it'll probably bloom, and it might take all the monitors with them. That would be
The enemy
Let's
is
look forward to that.
bad
But
day
that is indeed a
for-
reactor overload. Are they going to fix it? They probably won't fix that in time. There's a lot of different conditions there. It's still saying 23, 23, 23, 23.
23%.
They're
Yeah,
not
it's
fixing
not.
that in time. Well, it's dead. That reactor is going to bloom. We're going to see in a minute what's going to happen with that. That's exciting.
Wonder if we're going to see RPF on balloon monitors, because that is really fun to watch as everything turns red.
My heart almost dropped there for a second because I thought I wasn't recording this entire time, but no, I am recording. Oh, we got some more Heck Pea incoming. Where do I hear this at? Oh, they're going after the already dead tug. Okay.
OSP down to only their frontline assets now. Everything else is dead.
Yeah, they're getting bundled into this just small little area, and they can't really leave it. This is the turkey shoot, and I'm
Enemy
pretty
secured
confident to
zone
say
Atlas.
that first round has went to Fear No Evil.
Yep.
But we'll see. Maybe the monitor counterattack will win. Maybe they'll push
I don't
through.
think they're going to be able to do anything in 15 seconds as this thing blooms.
Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, without the armor, that means they're faster. They're going to blitz all the way to the Axfords. They're going to kill them all, and then they're just going to win, you know? Or, you know, this happens. We have a nice little bit of cooking going on here.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to cause
Yeah.
a morale break.
Oh. The healthiest monitors in this ball got cooked.
That is unfortunate.
Oh. But they're still firing AP. I wonder if they notice. Alright, here's the HE onto the nose. No, that's AP. Some of them it's AP. Shoot some RPF.
I don't think only one or two of them are damaged enough. Like Roth Mambo here, I think it's the only one they could realistically fire RPF at. Maybe not even that. None of them were really close enough to the bloom. A lot of these shots are missing. I did notice that they have gun plotting centers, but it seems that most of the shots are failing to connect with these monitors. They are using the standard drive, so it's not really dodgyless fleet command going on here.
Yeah, we're... For the amount of fire this monitor is taking, it should be dying a lot faster. This is very much the lower DPS of the AP.
Yeah. 1 second, let's take a look at the ammo capacity.
There we go.
of these guys.
HE is now impacting entire front, just falls off.
Oh yeah.
Wait, why is this monitor not shooting? Is this out of ammo? It's out of AP ammo? I don't think RDR notices that he is now out of 100 mil AP.
I think RDR has a few more things to be worrying about than what ammunition he's firing.
This monitor not being repaired either. Reactor's out, drives out. He has 2 restores left and a whole untapped DC storage.
There is one monitor that's still in. Well, it's the most stripped of armor-wise, but condition-wise, it's perfect.
But I don't know if ANS realizes it's still alive because it's not shooting because it's out of ammo.
Oh, there we go. It's firing.
There we go. Oh, the HE is actually overpenning through the side of the monitor.
That is armor piercing.
Oh, that's AP? Okay. Ooh, firing bombshell.
Alrighty. Well, I think it's pretty confident to say that this is a victory for Fear No Evil for first round. So I'm going to cut the recording here, and we'll head to the post game immediately after. Alrighty, that's the first round over, and that's a victory to Team Fear No Evil. We got to see quite a few decent, solid numbers from these Axfords here, just putting in some 450 fire. The beams, unfortunately, not really getting to do anything because, well, nothing ever went to the back line. The Vauxhall's putting in pretty damn good damage for their point cost. Yeah, 16k, nearly 13k, nearly 20k on some of these Vauxhalls here. And if we scroll through, yeah, all these sprinters, most of them stayed alive. Only one sprinter died, and one of the B-Maxer, which also did put in some good damage. Over here for Team BC Castaways, we're seeing some of the monitors traded, you know, positively, some of them traded negatively, but unfortunately they weren't able to get that much range time. They weren't able to fire as much as they could have been, which is a real shame. A lot of they lacked a lot of light assets, I feel. We're looking at this lineup. Did they even have a single? They did not have a single shuttle in their entire team lineup, which is very tricky. I really recommend people actually using the no ship limits mod for this, because as OSP you can struggle whenever you don't have enough cap assets. Alrighty then, we will head on to the second round here. Oh, go ahead, Snipes.
Yeah, I mean, that was not only was like the Cat Wars completely one-sided, but the military defeat also was kind of sealed the fate.
Yeah, well, we'll see if BC Castaways can flip this around on the second map, which will be oh god, which one was it? We'll figure that out in a second. Ta-ta.